Hi, I'm Tamara. Thank you for joining me for Yoga Inspired Fitness. Um, all you need is a yoga mat, something like this. I'll be facing you. You might want to have some water if you get thirsty, and listen to your body. If anything hurts, you should stop, and if you need to do more of anything, you can, and if you need to do less, you can as well. So let's co-create this class. Here we go. So join me at the front of your mat in mountain pose. Your feet will be hip distance apart. You're barefoot, comfortable clothing. And let's just let our arms lower down by our sides and spread the fingers out wide and allow the fingers to close gently. And then let's match the breath to this movement in our hands. So your eyes can lightly close if you like, and as you inhale deeply through the nose, the fingers spread out wide. And as you exhale, the fingers soften. Shoulders are soft the whole time. Knees are soft. One more time, inhale, fingers open wide. Exhale, letting that go. All right, lifting up the hands so we can circle the wrists inward. And then circle them outward. Perfect. And go the other way again. One more time. Good. All right, now coming into a bigger movement. As we inhale, we're lifting the arms up from our sides. Exhaling the hands down through the heart. And the hands are just joined together in prayer. They release below the navel and inhale up again. Exhale down. So just checking in that the knees are soft, the feet are hip distance apart. And we're matching the breath with the movement. One more time in this direction. Inhale, arms up. Let's pause for a moment here with the hands just resting in front of the heart. They can be away from the body or resting on the body. That's up to you. And then let's take that in the opposite direction. So now we'll inhale to lift that prayer overhead. Exhale as the arms come down. The hands will reconnect at the heart, lifting up. And exhale down. So honor your range of movement. If having your shoulders all the way extended up like this and all the way out doesn't feel good, you can make a smaller movement by just bringing the hands up a little, down a little, with the elbows more bent. One more time. Up. Soften the knees and swan dive down. Pushing down into the feet, bending the knees, we reverse swan dive up, and the hands lower to the heart. Turning the head to the right, inhale. To the left, exhale. One more each way. Head comes back to center, softening the knees, lifting arms up overhead, and then swan dive. Bend the knees and fold. Reverse swan dive, root to rise. Hands to heart. Turning the head now to the left shoulder. Exhaling, turning to the right. Inhale left. Exhale right. And just observe, shoulders should be soft and away from the ears. Head back to center. Lifting the arms up. Swan dive down to a forward fold. And with knees soft, let's have opposite elbows into our hands. Bending the knees a little bit more if that feels like a low back stretch that you want to have happening. And you can sway a little bit from side to side, feeling the crown of the head heavy. Good. Root to rise, lifting the arms up overhead, and then we'll let the arms drift over to the left. Still holding the elbows across the body, lifting up to the other side. Continuing this direction and matching the breath with the movement. So we're exhaling on the down, inhaling on the rise. Good. So let's start to move that into the opposite direction. Exhaling down, inhaling on the lift. One more time. Excellent. All right. So next, having hands onto our hips, and we'll lift the right knee up. And then just place it down, foot down, right where it was before, back into our mountain pose. And we want to be able to draw a line from our big toe to big toe, and it should be even. Okay? So other side, inhale, high knee, exhale, foot down. So you can use your eyes or just your spatial awareness. You can look into the camera, maybe. Just feeling that sensation of the engagement of the core when we lift the knee high into the chest and then placing the foot back down where we'd intended. All right, so we're going to grow this pose. When we lift the knee, the arms rise up. And when the knee comes down, the arms float down by our sides. So continuing side to side, up, down. So if you want this to feel a little bit more cardio, you could be moving faster than me. Well, this is an example of faster than me. I'm going to go back to slow, just because I like the strength and balance sensation. You want to have your belly engaged, maybe a little bit of a pelvic tuck when you lift that knee. All right, we're going to add to this. Taking a moment, hands to the heart. Soften the knees and let the head turn right. Exhale left. Good. All right. Bringing hands back to the waist. We're going to practice this now as a reverse lunge. So starting by putting our weight into the left foot and the right knee comes up. And then the foot comes back just straight behind the hip, and you feel all the toes tuck under and feet are hip distance apart. And then just bring that foot forward. Okay. Other side. So it's a little bit of spatial awareness. You're keeping your eyes on a non-moving focal point. Something that's just down the tip of the nose. Engaging the front thigh when you send the other foot back. So we want to keep the knee aligned over the ankle. All right, so you can continue in this way or add the arms sweep. Matching breath with movement. When the foot goes back and the arms go up, we inhale. Exhale when we're coming down. Option to speed it up a little bit if you'd like to get more cardio benefit and that your form is manageable. If it's getting too wobbly, I would recommend slowing it down. All right, there's one more option you can add. After the leg sweeps back, there's a high knee. A high knee. Another arm lift, and the arms to come down. I guess you can add a high knee before you start the side as well. Just go with the flow. Adding high knee requires more balance. Moving at a little bit more speed activates our heart and lungs a little bit more. All right, one more to each side. However you're doing it, it's fine. Last side. Interlace hands over the heart just to kind of see where you're at here with breathing. We're standing in mountain pose, knees are soft, tailbone softens under as well. Letting the chin lower down toward the chest. And then to come back to neutral. Taking the right arm to tuck behind the back. Just lean our body over to the left. If you allow yourself to lift the right side of the body, that will add some more stretch sensation. The arm tuck is giving us a shoulder stretch and a little bit of a neck stretch. If needed, you might lift or lower your ear so that your spine is in alignment with your cervical spine. So your back to your neck on the same curve. All right, bringing the head to center. Let's switch that to the other side. Bringing the right hand now to the heart center. Just check in with your breathing. Pressing the low back into the forearm. Feeling that stretch here as we roll back the left shoulder. And then as you're ready, leaning over to the right. Finding that comfortable space for the head. You could look down, forward, or up. See if you can lengthen up so you're not collapsing into the right side. Excellent. And then coming back to center. All right. Letting the arms rise up. Bringing the hands to heart. We bend the knees. Let the hips sink back. And we come into the shape of half chair pose. So the more we allow the knees to bend, the more you might feel a stretch in the low back, which might be welcome. Start to lower the front of the body and just notice where your hips are. At a maximum, they would go down to the knees, but they can certainly be above the knees as well. We're pressing the palms together. Okay, so we're going to flow this chair, letting the hands tip down, rising up, arching back. When we arch back, we have to engage the navel point and lift the heart center, lower the shoulders. There you go. And then coming back into half chair, hands are pressing. We'll lift up the right elbow, a non-anchoring twist, go through center, lift up the left elbow. Come to center, extend the arms, and we repeat. Inhale, rise. Back bend. Neutral. Lowering into half chair with the hands in prayer. Palms gently pressing. Inhaling to lift up the right elbow. Coming up to the other side. And repeat. Extending the arms up, back bend. Coming forward, half chair pose. Twist it up to the right. Up to the left. Extend the arms, lift, back bend, and hands to heart. Just holding here soft. Hands are either in prayer against the heart, or if you like to open the palms and feel your heart a little bit more, you get in there and do that. Let's let our left ear sink down to the left shoulder so we can feel a stretch on the right side of the neck. To feel a little bit more, rotate the face to look down past the elbow. Rotating again so that we get the ear over shoulder and we can bring the head to center. And just allow now the right ear to sink over. And to bring the gaze down. Good. Rolling the gaze out to center again and then lifting the head. And releasing the hands. All right, so from here, just take the hands to the waist and let your thumbs circle onto your low back. Let me turn around to show you just where I'm at here. Circling outward. This is just a nice release. And then inward. Perfect. Okay. Hands to heart. Allowing the arms to open into the back space. Arch. Letting the right arm come over top. Having the hands take the shoulders, bend the knees, bow. As we inhale, we lift the arms up overhead and they come into the back space. Exhaling, left arm over top, shoulder pull and bow. So we're just moving in between these two poses. Inhale as the arms rise up overhead and release behind us. Heart expansion. Right arm over top, shoulder pull and bow. Bend the knees. Up. Left arm on top, shoulder pull, bend the knees. Let's go one more time to each side. Good. Let's stand here for a moment. Just hands down by our sides, mountain pose. Breathing long and deep, as if you were bringing the breath in through the soles of your feet, up the legs. And the body relaxes back down with each exhale. Knees are soft. Just let's sway a little bit from side to side, letting the arms loosely slap the body. So we're going to finish this practice, the standing yoga aerobics routine, with a little bit of QiGong for balancing. So again, we're just here in the mountain pose. Unless you want, you could let your feet angle outward just for a little something different. Knees are soft. And we'll bring our right hand on top of the left hand, thumbs touch. You kind of feel the shoulders softening, the body's relaxed. So we'll begin by inhaling, top hand up. And as we exhale, the hand is coming down with the fingers and the thumbs pointing up. And then it comes back to rest, and we rise the other side. Exhaling the hand down the middle. So this is just to rebalance our energy here at the end. And if you're familiar with the breath of Ujjayi, that would be a really good place to practice it is here. So the breath of Ujjayi is an exhale through the nose that sounds a lot like the sound of the ocean. So if you're not familiar with how to create that noise, you might begin with an open mouth and try to make the sound of ha. And then you close your lips and make that sound of ha through the nose. Your eyes can be closed or open, however it suits you. I like to close eyes only because that brings me more in touch with how it's feeling, the breath, the movement. All right, just one more to each side. Inhaling the arm up, exhaling the hand down, other side, and down. Good. Palm on palm, and we step the feet more closely together and allow the fingers to point down and to rest here in our navel point. And again, in the spirit of QiGong, just imagining that you are bamboo swaying in the wind. So we soften the knees a little bit and feel rooted through our feet. And the gentle sway in the upper body. Breathing long and deep. Feel a gentle smile coming onto your face, a peacefulness in your body. And if your eyes are closed, flutter them open. Don't forget to have a sip of water. My name is Tamara, and this was, I'll call this yoga aerobics with me. And you can find out more and watch other videos and attend my classes, mindbodynow.com. Thanks for coming. Bye. Oh, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. I appreciate you. Thank you. Bye-bye.